Hey, there you are. Wait up. Where have you been all day? I know we don't have that many classes together, but I usually see you in the hallway or something. It's like you turned invisible. Oh, you just haven't been in? Are you okay? Nothing bad happened, right? To you or your parents? I saw them just yesterday, but I know bad things can happen fast. I I'm sorry. That's the pessimist in me not giving you a chance to answer. You just felt under the weather? Huh. I was just overthinking then. That's such a relief. Your mom and dad are so sweet. I'd hate it if anything happened to them. Implying? What could I be implying? Jeez, don't look at me like that. I love your mom and dad, and they love me. The only thing I'd imply is how amazing I think they are. What? Are you saying I'm wrong? That's what I thought. But that does remind me, I haven't exchanged numbers with your parents, so could you text them on my behalf? I'll have to decline their invitation. When I saw them yesterday, your mom invited me over for dinner, and while I really want to eat your mom's cooking, we already decided that you're coming over to mine, so we'll have to put it off for another day. Yeah, you're coming around mine today after school. Honestly, I was worried you weren't going to show up and I'd have to go over to your house anyway to get you. And if that happened, I wouldn't be able to look your mom in the face and say no to her. But you did show up, so no worries here. What's wrong with coming to my place after school? You don't have an issue with it, right? After all, we're dating. It's only natural we go around each other's houses. I've been around yours plenty since moving back, but you haven't been around mine once. And I heard you used to go around your ex-girlfriend's house every weekend. Surely you're not treating me and her differently, right? I thought so. That would be pretty scummy of you if you did. I'd have to tell your parents you're treating me unfairly, and then they'd get mad at you for making your girlfriend upset. So, just text your mom and I'll see you after school, okay? Mwah. I love you. See you later. Make yourself at home. Just toss your shoes anywhere. It's just me living here, so you don't need to worry about making a mess. Hmm? Oh, my dad paid for this place after I told him I felt cramped at the school dormitory. It was nice and all, but not enough space and privacy, in my opinion. I couldn't get anything I wanted done in that kind of space. I do find it a bit funny, though, attending a school with a dorm so that I could be close to you again, but then it turns out my dad could have just paid for a house in this area for me to live in the whole time. Hindsight really is 2020, huh? Though I doubt I would have done anything differently, considering that school is the one you attend, and what? Not a fan of small talk anymore? You've grown so impatient. I thought people were meant to get more patient as they grew older. Or are you getting anxious because you're around me? You're so cute when you're worried. I told you not to yell. It hurts my ears. You'll disturb the neighbors too. You don't want to drag them into a couple's affairs, do you? After all, things can get pretty bad when people come between us. Apology accepted. You were right, though. I do have a reason for calling you over. I have a nice surprise for you. It's down in the basement. I know you'll love to see it. Maybe. Yep, maybe. It's a bit of an old thing for you, but you're the kind of person who likes the old over the new, aren't you? Even though I'm the new girl in town. The basement's just over here. Shh. You won't need to ask any questions if you hurry up. There's some time-dependent factors at play. Uh-uh. She's sleeping. You don't want to wake her up, do you? I knocked her out before she even knew I was behind her. I've been keeping her on sedatives. She's been asleep the whole time. If you wake her up now, you only confuse and alarm her. And you don't want to do that to your side chick, do you? I thought you were kinder than this. Or at least, smarter. I told you to break up with her. I told you bad things would happen if you tried to do anything. I don't want you letting other people touch things that are mine. So you should have done your best to steer clear of her. Yet you were going behind my back, meeting up with her, flirting with her, kissing her. Did you really think I wouldn't notice? That I wouldn't see you checking your phone when you thought I wasn't around? The stolen glances you were giving to the person who should have been your ex-girlfriend in the hallways? Acting like Romeo and Juliet, conducting some secret love affair. Oh, relax. If I wanted to hurt her, I would have done it already, so I could show you what your betrayal caused. I mean, I thought you did know what going against me would do, but wow. Not just having an affair behind my back, but going so far as to plan to run away? You really... I can't even put into words how shocked I am. I spent ages convincing my parents to let me come back here, convincing them I would be fine by myself after enduring years of being away from you. And this is how you repay me? Was me compromising really not enough for you? I wanted to get rid of her immediately, but I thought you both had some sense of humanity, so I decided to come in softer and let her live. Talk about being a fool. I should have done to her what I did to that little wench all those years ago. I'm surprised she still accepted you after finding out about that. That look on your face. You didn't tell her, did you? Now this is gold. She's more of a fool than I thought. Throwing everything away for someone she thinks is a good person when she's really running away with an accomplice to murder. What do you think she'd do if I woke her up now and told her everything? Oh, I would. I'd go into great detail about your hand in it too. Sure, I was the one who did the deed, but you were the one who lured her to that old building at the edge of the park, and you watched. Criminal masterminds as a child, and she's tied up in a chair in one of their basements with both of them surrounding her. I'd quite like to see her expression. But where's the proof I tricked you, huh? All that could be recovered at this point was some text of me asking if you called her to the park and you saying yes. That's why you helped me get rid of the evidence, and you've never said a word to anyone. But that's old news, and I'm not that trigger-happy child anymore, so I'm going to compromise. Again. I've been thinking long and hard about what to do with our relationship after everything you put me through, and I have an ultimatum to offer you. 2 options, and you have to decide here and now, since we're time-dependent on this one's parents realizing she's missing and they call the police. Option 1, you apologize for trying to leave me, and I'll give you an alibi for earlier today so that police don't question you on where you were when your ex-girlfriend went missing. Cold cases like these tend to get a lot of attention from the media, remember? Even if she isn't as young as the last one. Option 2. I'll let you run away with her. I'll pretend I understand why you'd want to abandon me, and I won't chase after you. I won't even tell the police about our childhood partner in crime stunt, but I'll pay one last visit to your parents. They always say that their lives revolve around you. That means they won't need their lives if you're not around, right? I guess, technically, there's an option 3. But I don't think you want that.
because then I'll do what I want. You should feel happy that I like to keep the things that are mine happy. Make your choice.